Welcome back to another draft grade video. I just want to point out that I do have a big piece of cheese over here. It's a cheese hat, actually. I could wear it. You put it on your head like this, and you're a real big Packers fan. You have to be one to wear this, actually. And I got a big skull. I don't know if you can see the skull back here. This actually I got this in Cancun. It's actually my dad's. I actually got real drunk one night and broke it. It's got a bunch of cracks. We actually glued it back together. Thankfully, because I just be careful around me when I'm drunk. That's pretty much it. For my dog ended up here. I hope he doesn't start barking while I'm recording this. Um, if he does, that's just it is what it is. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna be talking about uh, Andre's team, LeGarrett's Blunts, and kind of grading it and telling you what I liked and what I didn't like about it. Um, let's see. Okay, so first off, we got Ezekiel Elliott. And I actually don't love this pick. I actually put Dalvin Cook above Elliott. I know you're going to be surprised because I really was high on Elliott last year. Their offensive line, they lost the center, and their right tackle is on IR, I think. And they just don't have a lot of depth. So I'm actually really afraid of how this run game is going to go for them. So I'm not a big fan of this first pick. I mean, obviously it's Elliott. He's going to be amazing. I mean, for the most part, I mean, first rounders are all going to be pretty amazing. I'm just saying, like, as far as how good is he going to be towards like last season or something like that, or his expectations. I think you can dial him down a little bit. I just don't think he's going to be as amazing as he has been in the past. That's just kind of my opinion. And they're going to more of a passing. They do pass a lot more now. You saw it last year. They really want to pass for whatever reason. They could have won so many more games last year. They just would have ran the ball. It's not what they want to do. It might change this year. Who knows? But that offensive line has some concerns of mine. Zach Martin, though, the right guard. I keep burping, man. I'm sorry. The right guard is Zach Martin. I keep forgetting which of these positions. I don't know. There's a lot of players to know when it comes to offensive lines and stuff like that. Zach Martin's unbelievable. I think he's probably one of the best offensive linemen in the league. But again, they still have a lot. They still missing a lot of players there. So their run game, pass protection, just not gonna be as good. So I'm a little questionable about the Cowboys this year. Okay, second pick, Kenny Galladay. This guy had 13 touchdowns last year. Detroit likes to throw to him in the red zone. I really like Kenny Galladay. I think it's an awesome pick. Great receiver, great number one receiver. So you got Elliott, Galladay. So far, strong running back, strong receiver. Third pick, Lamar Jackson. Now, if Lamar Jackson is anything close to his season last year, this will be a great third round pick, actually. I usually stay away from QBs this early in the game, even Lamar Jackson, even someone as good as him, just because you don't know. There's so many years people take a QB early and they're nothing like they were the previous year. Cam Newton is a good example. I'm trying to think of a few others. I don't know. I can't think of anything right now, but it happens a lot. But again, the Baltimore is just such a good team. I feel like he can come close to what he's done last year, especially with the running, and his rushing ability is just amazing. So if he can stay healthy, pretty good pick. I'm solid. I think it's the best. I think he might be the best QB in this year. We shall see. Like I said, a little early for the QB though, in my opinion. But if you want him, you got to take him this early. This is what he's going in. His next pick is DK Metcalf. This is a receiver I really want. I've been targeting this guy. I think he's going to be amazing. Hopefully you can't hear my dogs barking, but they are. Anyway, DK Metcalf, big receiver. I think he's going to be the lead receiver for Seattle. I really think he needs to take over Tyler Lockett's spot. I think Tyler Lockett still has a role, but I think DK Metcalf will be getting a lot of that red zone targets, and that's what you want. You want those touchdowns. So if you got two receivers, Kenny Galladay and DK Metcalf, who are getting these touchdowns in the red pass, that could be very valuable. And you got Elliott, awesome. And then this is the kicker right here. Round 5, he got Cam Akers. This is a guy I really wanted to make it to me. I didn't think he would. I was going to take him in the 4th round. I think Cam Akers is awesome. I wish I had more shares of this guy. He's just been going so early in leagues, It's frustrating. I was getting him in the beginning of the year. I was getting him at like 6th round, 7th round. Like nobody was looking at Cam Akers. Nobody cared about him. They were like rookie for the Rams. I think he's going to be the starter, and I think he's going to be very efficient. I think this backfield, in the past 3 years, they have like 62 touchdowns between 3 years. That's a lot of touchdowns to the backfield, to the running back position. So obviously Todd Gurley was there. He was successful. I think whoever's going to be in this role is going to get a lot of touchdowns and get a lot of carries in the red zone and be efficient. I think, the Rams' offense is just good. It's just a good offense. Next pick is Marquise Brown. So you got Lamar Jackson. If you think Lamar Jackson's going to do good, you probably think Marquise Brown's going to do good. I think this is a good receiver. I think it's a good spot. I think you need a receiver here. So he's got Kenny Golladay, DK Metcalf, Marquise Brown. I think it's great. His next pick, actually, the 7th round, is Brandon Cooks, who now went to Houston. I think he can pave out a role here. I think with Hopkins leaving, I think it opens up a spot for him, obviously. I think he's very talented. He's one of the few receivers who can go to many different teams and still find a place. He's probably the only receiver, I think, that lands in like 3 different spots and was successful the first year each time he goes somewhere. That's saying something, so I think he's very valuable. So you got 4 really strong receivers. So right now he's kind of weak at running back. He got Elliott and Cam Akers, and I love Cam Akers. Like I said, I think he's going to be awesome this year. So he went ahead and picked Ronald Jones in round 8. I don't know what their plan is for Ronald Jones. I think Leonard Fournette is the guy here. I think that's why they picked up Leonard Fournette. Obviously, you wouldn't pick him up if you thought Ronald Jones was your guy. I'm just kind of afraid. And they drafted Keyshawn Vaughn recently, and they got LaShawn McCoy too. So like, I think they have question marks about what Ronald Jones is capable of. But you never know. So round 8, you picked him. Not the best. Not for a third string. I guess if you're not going to start him, and you probably won't be starting him too much, that's probably fine then. Then you got Rob Gronkowski as the pick 8. Now, how is he going to fare? I'm guessing he's very slow now. I'm guessing he's not as in shape as he used to be. Now he's got connection with Tom Brady. He's definitely going to be valuable. Who knows? I guess he's got potential. I wouldn't consider him in the same league as he used to be. But I think it's a good pick. I think it's an interesting pick, and I like where he's going with this. I think it's fun. Then he picks the Bears defense, which actually I'm not that upset about. I think the Bears defense might actually be decent this year. Is it going to be as amazing as some of these other defenses? Maybe not, but I think it's still a viable defense, especially for fantasy purposes. His next pick is Kerryon Johnson with 11th round. This pick I actually do not like at all. I don't think this guy should be on anyone's team, to be honest with you. They obviously don't like him. They drafted DeAndre Swift, and he's so far superior running back, and they drafted him because they're probably going to use him. And then they also went ahead and picked up Adrian Peterson. That leaves question marks for for Kerryon Johnson. That means they're concerned. They have concerns about him, and they're trying to look for different options. Plus, Detroit's never really been a big run-heavy offense. Not even a very good. Well, it's been a decent offense, I guess you could say. But the team's not very good in general. And when you have these other guys, they want to run the ball more, the Lions. But I just don't think Kerryon Johnson really has a role in that. So, especially with the 11th round, I'm sorry. It's a bad pick. Then, round 12, Chase Edmonds, Arizona running back. This is actually not that bad. Depending on what happens with Kenyon Drake, which I don't know his health situation right now. Chase Edmonds might have a role here. He's actually pretty talented and could be a viable running back down the line here. Really only thing if something happens to Kenyon Drake, because I think Kenyon Drake by far exceeds Chase Edmonds' play. But maybe he can catch a few passes here and there. I don't know. Then he picks up Tony Pollard, his handcuffer, Zeke Elliott. Now, I love this. I think Tony Pollard's almost as good as Elliott. I really do. I think if Elliott goes down, I think Pollard is just as good. I really do. So then he picked Josh Allen, another QB, another running QB. I don't like Josh Allen this year. I don't think he's going to be running and getting all those touchdowns he used to with his feet. And he can't really throw. He's not very accurate. Don't like him. Don't think you'll start him, but we'll see. Maybe you will. Maybe he has some fantasy relevance. And if he doesn't, if he has like a few good games early on in the season, you could even trade him to somebody, something like that, because you can't start two. You got Lamar Jackson. You don't think you're gonna not start Lamar Jackson, right? But not horrible, especially if Lamar Jackson gets hurt or something. You got him. Again, I don't like taking 2 QBs. I just don't think it's necessary, but, whatever. Eric Ebron for Pittsburgh, a tight end. So this is his second tight end. I actually really like this thing. Eric Ebron has a good spot in Pittsburgh. I think their offense is going to be firing on all cylinders. He's actually above Vance McDonald on this team. So if anything happens to Gronkowski, if he's not as good as we think he's going to be, then you can put in Eric Ebron. I think he's going to be a solid week-to-week tight end. And then the next pick, Paris Campbell, who got hurt last year. Paris Campbell is a receiver for Indianapolis. He actually got hurt last year. I don't think he played much. He was drafted in the 2019 draft. He's very, very fast, a speedster, and he's going to be probably playing the slot. I took Michael Pittman Jr. From the Colts, and I think he's hopefully going to play the slot. I don't know. I'm guessing Paris Campbell because he's a little bit faster. And we know Philip Rivers likes to throw those guys. So I think this is an awesome pick. It's actually someone I really wanted on my team. I wanted him and Michael Pittman, just so whichever one's getting the ball is on my team. Now we'll see. Maybe he does a bad week. Andres drops him. I can pick him up and kind of hold that receiver for my own, which I would love. Then the last round, he takes a kicker. Now that's how you do it, guys. Last round, take a kicker. You can probably take one. I like to do actually. I like to take a defense. Instead of the last 2 rounds, defense kicker, I like to go up the 15, 16 round defense kicker. That way I can get them kind of before everyone else. Because if you wait, you can wait the last round, but a lot of people are waiting the last round to take defense and kickers. So if you just wait 1 round before, it's not going to make that much of a difference, especially if everyone's taking defense kicker. You can get whatever guy you were eyeing for that last pick. You can probably still get him. He'll probably still be available. But for me, kickers the kickers don't matter too much. And Chris Boswell on Pittsburgh. Again, if Pittsburgh is going to be pretty good this year, which I think they will be. Very good kicker. I really can't go wrong with kickers. I don't even know why I'm spending any time talking about kickers at this point in time. Especially that I've talked about it so many times already on other videos. But so what do I rate this team? I actually surprisingly really like this team. Wow. Yeah, I know. Dre, you did good, boy. You did good. Elliott, question marks. If you would have took Cook here, Galladay, Metcalf, Lamar Jackson. You got Cam Akers, I think it's a stud you could pick up in the 5th round. I think that's awesome. Marquise Brown, Brandon Cooks, some wide receiver depth. That's Cooks is your 4th receiver. That's pretty good. Now Ronald Jones is where I draw the line here. I think I don't know if he's going to be that good. You got Gronkowski and Ebron, so I think your tight ends are pretty good. You got Tony Pollard, so in case something does happen to Elliott, that's good. I would like to see some more running backs on your team. I would like to see 3 running backs that are startable. And I just don't know if Ronald Jones is going to be startable. I think he's going to be a low-end flex play. You know what I mean? He's going to be that guy that you don't want to start, but if you have nothing else, you start him. And that's okay. You know what I mean? Again, if something happens to your running backs here or something happens, can you put in Jones? If there's a bye week with Elliott, can you put in Ronald Jones in that week and do just as good? Probably not. You know what I mean? But that's okay. He's going to get some points. And you got Chase Edmonds here too, who again, I don't know, he's a backup too, so he's probably not going to do much. So that's the only thing is really wrong with that running back depth. The 2 starters, Elliott and Metcalf, are grade A. I grade them out very highly. Most of your players I grade out very highly, actually. Just the depth at running back. Even the receiver depth is not bad. Again, you took Paris Campbell. I really like that play there. So I just don't like Kerryon Johnson and Chase Edmonds. I think they're not, and Ronald Jones. You should have picked up someone better. That would be my advice. You should have picked someone better. Who would you pick? You could have picked Chris Thompson. You could have picked up Zach Moss, which I have on every league so far. I know I talk about him a lot. I don't know, man. But that's okay. Maybe this receivers. You took on the 6th round, 7th round, you took Marquise Brown, Brandon Cooks. Maybe on that 6th round, you could have went back to running back again is what I would have done. Went back to running back again in the 6th round, picked up somebody decent, one of these rookies, J.K. Dobbins or something, and see what they do. And just sacrifice that that wide receiver and pick up another. You probably in the 10th, 11th round picked up a Darius Slayton, Marvin Jones. Maybe not that late. They're probably not still there. Jerry Jeudy, someone who's maybe nobody's looking at in those like 10th, 11th round. Anyway, nobody cares what I have to say about this. I don't even know why you're watching this video, but I appreciate it because I'm having fun making them. There's more videos to come. Keep watching. That's it. We're going to have Fantasy Football Fridays, so I'm going to start making videos every Friday for you. It's going to have all kinds of fun little things. Is it going to be like a podcast? It's going to be like a podcast in the form of a video. I'll be sitting down at this table. Now I'm filming in, this is my sister's bedroom, and I don't have an official room right now to record. But I'm working on a little desk. Maybe I'll have guests on. It's going to be fun. I think it's going to be fun. So stay tuned for more videos. Tell me what you like about these videos. Are they boring? You're not even watching them. How would you even know if I'm saying this if you're not watching the video? I don't know. Who am I even talking to at this point? I don't even know. But I wish you luck on your season. And by the way, this is very hard. Did I even grade this? Did I say A-? I give him an A-, just because the running back depth. But it's a pretty good team otherwise. I give everyone's team's really good. It's really hard to grade these drafts, because you're grading them on how well they did during the draft and also how well I think their team is going to be down the stretch. So it's kind of hard. What teams do I think are the best right now? I think Dan's team's really good. I think Beecher's team's really good. It's really hard to tell. Branislav's team's not bad either. I guess everyone's team's pretty good. It's kind of hard to tell. Corey's team is good. I honestly like Andre's team. Besides for the run, I think you need a lot of running backs. I think this is a league where you just need a lot. That's why I drafted my first 3 picks is running back, just so I have that depth. I have those starters, and I have one for the flex spot. I think if you have a running back is consistently getting 10, 15 points, and you can put those in your flex spots, getting 10, 15 points, you don't have to rely on a second string receiver who may or may not get a touchdown. Once in every 3 games catches a touchdown. You're relying on, you're hoping that game comes every week. When these running backs, they could potentially catches 100 yards at least a game or like a touchdown every game, and so I just think running backs are important to have a plethora. You can never have too many. I actually wish I didn't pick Kareem Hunt, and I wish I would have took someone else, to be honest. DeAndre Swift, actually, if you want to know my opinion, I wish I would have picked DeAndre Swift instead of Kareem Hunt. However, it is what it is. I'm not too upset about it. If Nick Chubb does get hurt, I will be so happy I got Kareem Hunt. And if I went with DeAndre Swift and Nick Chubb did get hurt, I would be losing my mind. So, anyways, that's it. I've been talking on long enough. I just want to say go Pack Go, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. See ya in the